If you think you know power, think again. If you've heard stories of kings, warriors, and legends, none match the man who ruled not just people, but the elements, the unseen, the mighty jinn, and the whispering winds. This is not just history. It's a divine legacy written in revelation. So stick with this story, because by the end, you won't just remember Sulayman alayhi salam. You'll be in awe of what true power, humility, and divine justice look like. Before we begin this journey, we kindly ask for your support in helping us share this story to every corner of the world. Please like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. It truly makes a difference. Let's dive into one of the greatest and most thrilling stories in Islamic history. Long before the golden palaces and the talking birds, there was a boy, Sulayman, the son of Dawood, alayhi salam, a prophet and a king. From childhood, Sulayman wasn't like others. He observed what others ignored. Where warriors boasted of might, he admired justice. While nobles argued over wealth, he studied the signs of Allah in nature. One day, two men came to Dawood alayhi salam with a dispute. One sheep had ruined the other's vineyard at night. Dawood alayhi salam ruled that the sheep be given as compensation. But young Sulayman, just a boy, thought deeply and offered something extraordinary. Let the vineyard owner keep the sheep temporarily to benefit from their milk and wool, while the other man restores the vineyard. When it returns to its former state, they'll return each other's property. It was brilliant. It was fair. It was inspired. Allah said, "We gave understanding of the case to Sulayman." Surah Al-Anbiya 21:79. He didn't seek to outshine his father. He sought the truth. When Sulayman alayhi salam inherited the throne, it wasn't just royalty. It was prophethood and a divine mission. His kingdom was based in Bait al-Maqdis, Jerusalem, and his dominion was unique in all of history. We subjected to Sulayman the wind and the jinn, builders, divers, and others bound in chains. Surah Sad 38:36-38. The wind carried him across vast distances. Some narrations mention he'd have breakfast in Ray and supper in Samarkand. He ruled over not just humans, but also powerful jinn and animals. One of his most fascinating blessings was his ability to understand and speak the language of birds and animals. O people, we have been taught the language of birds and given everything. This is a clear favor from Allah. Surah An-Naml 27:16. He ruled over birds and animals, not because they were ornamental. They served as scouts, messengers, and even geologists, like the Hudhud, who could detect underground water sources. During expeditions, Sulayman alayhi salam relied on it to find water in deserts. The bird would locate and mark the spot, and jinn would dig under Sulayman's command. As his majestic army once marched, birds in formation, jinn moving unseen, beasts aligned, a voice rang out from the ground. "O ants, enter your homes, lest Sulayman and his army crush you unknowingly." Sulayman alayhi salam heard. He smiled, not in arrogance, but gratitude, and he said, "My lord, inspire me to thank you for your favor and to do righteousness that pleases you." True greatness is humility in the presence of divine strength. During a routine inspection of his troops, Sulayman noticed a missing bird, and he said, "Why do I not see the Hudhud? Or is he among the absent? I will punish him severely, or slaughter him unless he brings me a clear excuse." Some narrations say even the leader of the birds, the heron, didn't know where the Hudhud was. This was serious. The bird had vanished without permission. But soon it returned, panting, flapping, eyes wide. It spoke. "I have grasped knowledge you have not. I come from Sheba with certain news. There I found a woman ruling over them, given everything, great power and a mighty throne. But her people worship the sun instead of Allah. Shaitan has made their deeds seem fair and barred them from the right path." These weren't the words of a general, not a spy, but a humble bird, the Hudhud, also known as the hoopoe. Addressing one of the greatest prophets of Allah, Sulayman, alayhi salam, this small creature delivered a message that would shake the throne of a queen, expose the spiritual blindness of a nation, and highlight the miraculous reach of Allah's creation. The Hudhud had flown over mountains and deserts to the prosperous kingdom of Saba, modern-day Yemen. It didn't just observe, it analyzed. It understood politics, religion, and the root of their spiritual disease, deception by Shaitan. Then the bird itself proclaimed, "Why do they not worship Allah, who brings forth what is hidden in the heavens and earth?" Surah An-Naml, verse 25 to 26. Sulayman alayhi salam, wise and disciplined, said, "We shall see whether you speak the truth or are a liar." And so the Hudhud was given a new task, not punishment, but prophecy. "Take this letter of mine, deliver it to them, then retreat and watch what they do." The Hudhud returned to Sheba, possibly at midday. Some narrations say it flew past 7 chambers to reach the queen, Bilkis, and dropped the letter beside her. She read it. "Verily, it is from Sulayman. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Do not exalt yourselves above me, but come to me in submission." Surah An-Naml, verse 30 to 31. Startled, she gathered her council. "O chiefs, a noble letter has been delivered to me. What do you advise?" They replied with pride, "We are strong and capable of war, but the decision rests with you." She chose diplomacy and said, "When kings enter a land, they ruin it and humiliate its people. I will send him a gift and see how he responds." The gift wasn't just wealth, it was also a test. The Sheban delegation reached Sulayman's court with gold, jewels, and perfume. But Sulayman, alayhi salam, stood firm. He said, "Do you offer me wealth? What Allah has given me is better than what he has given you. Go back to them. We shall come with forces they cannot resist." The envoys were stunned. They returned to Bilkis with reports of unmatched power, a mighty army of humans, jinn, and beasts, and a prophet who couldn't be bribed. Realizing the truth, she decided to visit him herself, but before leaving, she secured her throne in the most fortified chamber of her palace. When Sulayman, alayhi salam, learned she was coming, he turned to his assembly. "O chiefs, who among you can bring me her throne before they arrive?" A mighty Ifrit jinn said, "I will bring it before you rise from your seat." But someone else, one with knowledge of the book, stepped forward and said, "I will bring it to you before your gaze returns to you." Surah An-Naml 27:40. Within a blink, the throne stood before Sulayman alayhi salam. Most scholars say this man was Asif ibn Barkia, a righteous servant who knew Allah's greatest name. When Sulayman saw it right in front of him, he didn't boast. He said, "This is by the grace of my Lord to test me. Will I be grateful or ungrateful?" Surah An-Naml 27:40. To test Bilkis' perception, Prophet Sulayman had her throne disguised. Disguise her throne so we may see whether she recognizes it. Surah An-Naml 27:41. Then the moment Queen Bilkis arrived at Prophet Sulayman's alayhi salam, a series of symbolic and powerful events unfolded, each designed to challenge her pride, test her wisdom, and guide her heart towards the truth. As soon as she entered Sulayman's grand court, she was shown a majestic throne. It was said to her, "Is your throne like this?" Her response was cautious and wise. She said, "It looks as if it is the same." This showed she was perceptive, not arrogant, and she realized something supernatural was happening. She had left her kingdom and her throne far behind. Seeing it here, even altered, proved that Sulayman had access to power beyond human ability. It was a test of intellect and insight, and she passed. Next, Sulayman invited her into a hall, a palace with a crystal-clear glass floor laid over flowing water. As she approached it, it was said to her, "Enter the palace." But when she saw it, she thought it was a body of water and uncovered her shins. She lifted her dress, thinking she'd step into water. Sulayman then explained, It is a palace made smooth with glass. Symbolism here. It was not just about the luxury or aesthetics. It showed mastery over engineering, nature, and illusion, a sign of divine wisdom. It also humbled her. She had never seen anything like it. Overwhelmed by what she had seen, the wisdom, power, and spiritual clarity, Queen Bilkis finally declared, "My lord, indeed I have wronged myself, and I submit with Sulayman to Allah, Lord of the worlds." This was a complete transformation. From a powerful pagan queen who worshipped the sun to a humble believer in the one true God. This moment wasn't just political, it was spiritual. Prophet Sulayman didn't use violence or threats. He used signs, intelligence, and divine miracles to open her heart to Islam. Some narrations say she married Sulayman and ruled Sheba as his representative. Others say she remained queen and married another. Allah knows best. The death of Prophet Sulayman, alayhi salam. The jinn continued to work tirelessly, fearing Sulayman's command. But one day he stood silently, leaning on his staff. Time passed. Sulayman, alayhi salam, was dead, but no one was aware. They kept working, until a termite chewed through his staff and he fell. The Quran says nothing indicated his death except a creature of the earth eating away at his staff. Surah Sad 34:14. Only then did they realize that he had died long ago. Lesson: if the jinn had truly known the unseen, they would not have labored in vain. Sulayman, alayhi salam, showed us what true power looks like. Rule with justice. Lead with gratitude. Use miracles for humility, not pride. Even the smallest creature, the Hudhud, played a divine role. So ask yourself, what role will you play with the gifts Allah gave you? The winds may not obey you. The jinn may not serve you. But your heart, it can still submit. Be like Sulayman. Bow in gratitude. Rule your ego and serve the one who rules all things. If this story moved you, like it, subscribe, share it, and remind others of the one who knows what's hidden, even from prophets and kings. And never forget, when you walk in submission, even the ants of this world will whisper your praise.